My son and I decided to go for a very last minute breakaway to Rotorua, and we had such a wonderful time at the spa and the luging. I actually went luging as well down the hill. Rotorua just has so many amazing things that you can do there. So it's such a fantastic adventure playground, really. And we just had a wonderful time, and it was last minute, and I do apologise because I forgot to put up that I wouldn't be there, but thank you so much for your patience. And yeah, so I'm back this week, and I have got something really amazing to share tonight. But firstly, just before I get started, I'm waiting for more people to come. I'm sure you've heard Stampin Up is 35 years. Stampin Up has been here now. Hi Paula, welcome along. Thanks so much for joining. As you know, the Stampin Up has been around for 35 years, and they've got this amazing joining deal going at the moment. 35, so you either get 35% off the price. Good morning, Zana. Thank you so much for joining. I love your little pussycat there. 35% off. So in New Zealand, instead of paying $189, you're only paying $122.85, and you still get the $285 worth of products. So that's really exciting. Or you can get the additional products by adding 35% on and pay $189 and get $384 worth of products. So some fantastic choices to be made there. Right, let's just make sure that I am on my page. Oh, obviously I must be if there's people saying hi, so that's fantastic. Hi Anne from Warrnambool. She's my pain in the butt, the cat. From Warrnambool. I'm probably saying it completely wrong. Thank you so much everybody for joining me. Let's flick over to the desk and we will get started. Now this is, a couple of weeks ago, we went to a team meeting, a team building day. It was fantastic. 35 years, lots happening regarding the 35 years. And one of the girls, from the UK, welcome. You're in autumn now, aren't you? We're just coming into spring, a very wet spring. One of the girls, Irene McCurdy, shared this card she'd made with this amazing technique. So I've just been playing along with it today. So I really do hope that I get it right. So let's get started. So I'm just going to use a block, just this big one, which is F. I don't tend to use this much for stamping. I used to replace the Stamparatus instead of using this, but this is fantastic for this sort of thing because you've got a really big Perspex space for using with like alcohol blends, etc. So I've picked 3 dark colours. I found just with playing today that the darker colours work best, and this is dark Azure Afternoon. This is dark Starry Sky and dark Parakeet Party. Now I'm just doing this. Oh, it's probably this this technique because she had it at the team meeting. So I just really loved it and just thought how fantastic. Really want to give that a go. So I've been playing today. So I hope it's probably not the right way, but I've done this way, and I'm really happy how it turned out. So just hopefully I can do it on screen. So just an ordinary tissue. You can use packing tissue, you know, the tissue that's wrapped in presents and that sort of stuff. Or I've just used this tissue, and actually I found when I went to put it on the card, it's actually 2 sheets. So I'm going to create it with the 2 sheets, but if you then pull it apart, you've actually got 2 for the price of 1, so to speak. Okay, so let's start off with, I'm going to start off with, the other thing I better show you is I'm just using this isopropyl alcohol. This is 70%, that's all you need for this technique. And I just got this from a sort of a large fruit and veggie store. They had it in there, but I think you can get it at the chemist or places like that. It's quite easy to get hold of and not very expensive. And I've filled that up in the spritzer here. Okay, so I'm not going to be doing the whole tissue. I only sort of need an area like this. So I will start off with my Azure Afternoon. So I'm just going to add a bit of colour on the block. Doesn't matter how you add it, obviously. And I'm going to give it a good spritz. Make it all blend together. And then I'm just going to blotch this onto this tissue. Very technical. Okay. And next, I did have a piece of paper here somewhere to put this on so that I'm not going to get my desktop all covered in ink. So next I'm going to use the Parakeet Party. Also just scribbling that on. And another bit of a spritz. And the beauty about this too is it dries, because it's alcohol, it doesn't take too long to dry. So I'm just randomly adding that on there. And then I'm going to use my Starry Sky. Okay, isn't this beautiful? I love this bluey, real intense, beautiful blue of this. And spritz it again. Now I'm going to be careful with this one. I don't want it to obviously overtake, oops, I've got splatters everywhere, overtake the whole thing. So I'm just going to, because it's so rich in colour, and I will add that sparingly. And as you see, it goes through the whole. That's probably, I might add a little bit there. There we go. And let's get rid of that. As I say, this now splits in two. I'll just split it. It does take a little while to dry, so I have got one here that I have prepared earlier. So I'm going to just show you that this has got just joins on the sides there, but you get the two dyed pieces of tissue that you can use. So you just, as I say, need to set that aside to dry. And it doesn't take too long. Let me just, I have to wash that later, won't I? That's okay. So I have got these two that I did a little bit earlier. I've used the same colours, and as you can see, it's the two pieces. Right, so I have used the Stylish Shapes. And hi Gina, so lovely to have you here. I have used the Stylish Shapes to cut out the larger stitch square, and I'm going to use, and I've hardly ever used this side of my glue, but I'm going to just cover that because I want to have it covered. Oops. And this end of the glue is really good for this. So you'd be surprised that I'm not using pink, but I have got a sample in pink to show you at the end. Okay, so just pick a section that you quite like and place it on the square. When you place it on the white, that is when the, whoops, I forgot one thing. Actually, I'll use the other piece now. Before you put it on, give it a scrunch up. So you're going to do that before you put it on, obviously. Give it a bit of a scrunch and then open it up. See, I was lucky I had two pieces there. Okay. And then just pop it on Make sure you're covering, and you want it all crinkly, so nice and crinkled on there, and then press it down into the glue. Okay, oops, that's my thumb. Okay, let's just trim that down, and just enough. I'm going to turn it over the edge, so I need enough. I think if you can turn it over and glue it down on the back, it sits nicer. Okay. So let's just pop that up, because it's all gone down the other end now, of course. Come on. Might have to grab another one. Oh, there we go. Don't want too much. Okay, so let's just fold that over. So there's one more step to do, which really adds, I think really makes the difference. I'll pop this on. I've got glue on me now. I always seem to end up with glue, no matter what I do. Do you guys end up with glue everywhere? I don't know. I just am terrible with glue. Okay, I'm going to wipe my hands because I've got glue on them. And I'm going to grab a wet one because it just pulls at the tissue, so it is quite a good idea to get, you do get a little bit of glue on your finger, so it's good to get that off. And let's get it off here. I might just put it on to the back of the square that I've got, just so I don't make a mess everywhere. Make sure that's tucked in. Just really, you really do have to pop it on the white. The color really comes up, because on the tissue, as you can see, it looks like a blob of color, but once you add it to the white, glue and ink, yep, everywhere, all the time, yeah. Okay, just tuck that in. I'll get my little pokey tool. Pop that in. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do with this, and I think this is what really actually makes it gorgeous. I'll just give it a quick dry, because the glue because the glue will be a little bit wet. And then I'm going to get the Versamark. Whoops, I've got my tray all set up here. Now I'm just going to very lightly add some Versamark, so that should just pick up on the folds that are a little bit higher, but you can use the brush. Oh, thank you guys. Yeah, I think it's amazing actually. So I'm just going to, I don't want it all over there, but I can brush that out, which is, so it will go quite well everywhere, but this brush is your friend, because you're just going to brush off any excess. I don't want big blobs of the embossing powder. I just want some little highlights. Normally you wouldn't put it on the backing, you'd let it dry, but because I'm doing this with you, I wanted to hasten up the, oops, that's got stuck on a bit of glue there. It's all right. if you've got, I'll show you a little trick actually. If you've got embossing powder on your project that you can't get off with the brush, if you use your pick me tool with the putty and then just use that, that's just a bit of glue actually which I can rub off later, you can use that to pick it up. Oops. There we go. Okay, just get rid of that little bit there too. I want it to be sparkly but not blobby, if you know what I mean. Okay, I won't get that all over there. Sorry about the noise, but look at that. That's gonna just pop. I think this last step really just makes it. So look at that. Can you see that sparkle on there now? Just so cool. Okay, so let's do the rest of the card. I've got Starry Sky for a mat. So because it is such a beautiful focal point, I did find that when I was making it, it's really, the less is best. The less is best type card is really good for this. You do not want it to be too busy. Okay, now I forgot to stamp on that first, but that's all right. I'm going to use from the Country Bouquet. I just wanted to say. So, and whoops. Going to use Pebbled Path. Really, really like Pebbled Path. Okay, so that's going to go about there. Can't make mistakes now that it's already on and I can't turn it over. Ta-da! Yay! Okay. Let's pop that there. Now while I'm putting that on, I've got 3 different gems that I'm not sure of, so let me know. These are tinsel gems, and that's the blue. This is the ombre matte decorative dots. That's sort of not so sparkly. And then there's also the in colour pearls. So let me know what you think. Okay, because I'm not putting this up on dimensionals because I have some little die cuts to pop on here. So I know it takes a couple of minutes for you to see what I'm seeing, hear what I've said, basically. Okay. Right. So this is from the Meadow dies. Tinsel gems, these ones, yeah, they're quite nice and sparkly, aren't they? Okay, so let's see. Still quite high up, even though that's not on dimensionals, because you've got those different layers. I just thought right on the edge might be quite cool. Okay, Tinsel, tinsel. Oh, that seems to be the winner. Right, just going to put it over as right to the side. And actually I want to put that one on first. There we go. And now I'll put that one on. Just keeping it very simple. Might need a little bit more glue down there. Okay, so I've got the In Colour, the Starry Sky ribbon. I'm just going to do a little bow for there. What are you storing? These are passport holder thingies. They come in sets. I think I got them on Amazon, I think. Right. Very handy actually, because you can see what's in your thing, and it just keeps them. I put the extra ones at the back, and so they're all in one place. Okay, so I'm going to use a glue dot. Where did I put my? It is here. So I'm going to use a glue dot to keep the branch down. The foliage. And then I'm going to add one on top. Put that on. Right, tinsel. Yes, it is. Tinsel is the winner by far. I think they do look gorgeous too. Okay, let's pop these other ones over here then. We are going to go with the tinsel. All right. Oh, where did I put it? It's gone. Oh, there it is. Always happens. Right, and I'll just show you. Oh my goodness. Didn't want to put anything on there. And that is the card. Let me just put those. Really, really love how this turned out actually. Really love the texture and the it just looks like watercolor in the background actually. Really, really gorgeous how this turns out. And these are the other ones I made. So this is just using some blues. I think I used boho blue and boho blue. And what else did I use? I think I used Azure Afternoon and Coastal Cabana. That's what I used. And this was just two. This was Bubble Bath and Melon Mambo. And so I, once again, really, really simple, simple cards, because the technique or the art piece that you've created for the card really is the focal point. And so you don't want to make it very, very busy. So I've kept it, the card, very simple. And so I hope you enjoy. I hope you give that a go. So easy to do, really is. And you will absolutely love so many different ways and colors you can do. And yeah, and thank you, Irene McCurdy, for showing us that at the team get together. Such a fantastic technique and something different. Always love learning about something different. So got any questions, please do message me, and if you enjoyed this, please share, and look forward to seeing you all again next week. Bye.